But I think with this kind of a lineup, Fnatic, the thing that you do, okay, first you of course get a Mars, so the arena is going to be a problem for these range heroes. But the other things, you get a couple of 4 staffs, and almost the entirety of the Army Geniuses lineup is countered. So this is going to be a very interesting game here, Aries. I think Fnatic, they have the advantage in the draft. Fnatic really have to find the right opening, and until they do, you're just getting massive amounts of CS on your SF.
Oh, that's no good.
Hopefully that'll be that advantage they're looking for, because he is off to a pretty good start in regards to his CS on In Your Dream. Yep. So what is he? Top of the last. It's very, very early on, and actually looks like Fnatic are going to start to put some shenanigans onto the lane and go for the creep pull, but there is a small camp there.
Not the easiest thing to do when the small camp isn't blocked. They have a ward behind the tower, but what they're trying to do is kind of open up the lane. If they are not close to the tower with Army Geniuses, the SF or the Skywrath Mage is immediately at
top lane. Considering about turning around, Genuine will now drop the tombstone. It's only level 1 in the shrapnel, but it will not matter, as now they might even get CML as well. Another round of the shrapnel to utilize. CML will get some health back, but it is not enough as Fnatic. I mean, we see this so often. Januel's Undying is such a menace in the lane.
Fnatic, even the playmaker for Army Geniuses, the Tusk, he is being somewhat shut down.
The lane action continuing to break out. They are looking to take a fight with the tombstone on cooldown, so it's not going to be easy for Fnatic to actually come out on top now. They will get their kind of revenge onto the Undying, but they're not really, they don't have the greatest oh, hang on, mid lane actually, Armel in some trouble. They've already used all their spells. Yowie trying to close the distance for the punch. I don't think that Arcane Bolt will actually bring Armel down, so the Mars will limp into the tree line.
Gonna have a problem with mostly, but that's why you're seeing Army Geniuses smoking to top. They're leaving him alone, and they're coming top lane. The sniper needs to die. Not an easy kill.
Not an easy kill at all. They might be able to find it. Shards to hold him in. They're going to try and TP DJ if he can get rid of some of the battery assault charges. They're even going to push one of them out, so Gabby will stand strong. And Yowie won't even be able to get the finishing blow. Normal DP. Gabby survives on a slither of health. Infused raindrops saying, protect DJ, but it won't get them a kill.
Look to their bottom tower.
Buddies.
Save your buddies, and meanwhile bottom lane KP with that first EXO of the game, putting a lot of damage into the tier 1 tower.
Are rotating heroes towards him.
Not an easy kill. Max out Spirit Siphon. He'd be relatively tanky. Looks like he will still go down nonetheless. DB just staying alive, and that's a big kill. Lay it down. It looks like it won't matter.
Yep. The left hook way too strong there for the Mars to survive. DB, he's alone.
That is indeed, but they're going to try TP CML into position. Cog's not going to get enough distance away, as now CML will just put his body into the grave himself. KP with the double.
They really don't want to give this tower. Look at Yowie, he's coming over. He hasn't been spotted.
And they've been able to defend the tower. Radiant do not push objectives very fast at all, so not having this kind of 10-minute catapult to be able to do a lot of their damage is an issue. And DJ and CML, a bit of a support battle. It's going to make it unfair now with Yowie snowballing into the middle. They've got to get the kill quick and get out, and maybe the teleport can help out. CML will just escape, but the position 2 will not make it. So in the end, Fnatic more than truly happy, and now they can farm up some of the stacks as well with the help of the tombstone.
The enemies to react, then them coming to a tower and you having to react in a straight up fight, well, your chances of winning are very slim.
We'll at least get to pick off across the map though, so a little bit of golden experience.
Yeah. Gabby sometimes hasn't been, in this tournament, hasn't been reading the map the greatest way in the early game. He always does well in the later portions though. CML does get out here.
Oh no, I might go for Varish instead. A little bit too late with the silence. They turn it back around though. Armel doesn't have the greatest health pool. That's another core that's going to go down on Dire. Meanwhile, Army Geniuses were able to find the tier 1 tower top, so some great sequence of events for the boys on Radiant.
Yeah, for sure. It starts with the in this game, but Fnatic, they are going for a move.
They are. They should be able to backstab on that high ground as Armel trying to dump. And DJ, he can easily charge into the middle as well. They're going to split their attention, recognizing they don't need to put all their damage into one member. Wait, I mean, that's an awkward use of the shot. So just look to delay as much as he can.
Yeah,
See if they're going to go for the play. He's going to pop the smoke. Armel jump over the tree line though. Straight over the Shadow Fiend. They're going to look to try and blow him up to start the fight. They won't be able to do so successfully, but can they get any more out of this? As a Tombstone laid down gives him firm control of the neighborhood. And DB, he's just going to charge into his own death. The BKB has been completely wasted. And Fnatic, KP doesn't even go down as well.
That's a beautiful play from Fnatic. Army Geniuses, they recognize they need to kill the Death Prophet, but that's where the Tombstone comes in. You don't have the SF, you don't have anyone to kill the Tombstone, and then the Razor BKB is not going to be that big of a deal because you can kite him, you see him, you're slowing him down, and then straight into the Roche pit. This was the timing for Army Geniuses, but Fnatic being on the aggressive and being the ones forcing out rotations, they get a win, and they get a big prize as well.
They do.
They're able to force out even more of the BKB charges, getting them closer and closer to victory.
Armel. Solo Arena onto the clockwork, really putting the hate onto CML's life. And we've been speaking a lot about... Tries to jump for Rish. We'll just look for the TP out. Oh, Armel even pops a BK before this. Okay. They're going to look to try and TP down bottom as well. DJ in a little bit of trouble at the moment. Should be able to get the right click damage coming through from In Your Dream. Need more to the northern side. Januel will attempt the TP arm with a hook shot. And will not be close enough, so...
And now they're gonna go when they see it. They see Gabby perfectly.
That's a cool backstab. Let's see if it's gonna be able to pay off though. With the Snowball Mystic Flare, it's plenty of damage. And they're able to bring him down. Can they still take the team fight? DJ feels like he can. He's gonna charge into the middle. KP playing off the back of the Exorcism as well. They need to address the Tombstone. DB's trying to bring it down, but on the high ground, they won't be able to. Soul Rip to keep it healthy. DB, all he was doing was trying to get the Tombstone. And they won't even be able to get anything else afterwards.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay. Armel, oh, they're able to get him. Okay. That's gonna help get him a little bit closer. The Shadow Fiend versus the Razor, double ranged heroes, BKB carries as well. It's gonna prove to be a really big issue to lock onto the sniper now if he gets that right click off.
It gets you into this territory that if they jump you first at this point, you can survive.
Your way might be in trouble.
Just over.
Look at him jumping on forward. Oh, wait. Can play with the BKB if required. We'll be able to get it off for the last second, so Arena to no avail. Meanwhile to the northern side though, In Your Dream. Charges up the Requiem, deals with one, but he's going to be cautious now. Can he take the team fight? Another defensive use of the BKB is In Your Dream, forced to run away. This is not a great position for Army Geniuses to be at the moment. The BKB's wasted for KP. He's going to be cautious as well. Hook shot on forward. They're actually able to bring down the Death Prophet, but they're not onto Gabby, the sniper, starting to rain down the right from afar, but the Mystic Flare, they move on to his location. Now they'll turn to DJ as well, as somehow Fnatic lose 4.
Double kill.
And the Roche, they lost the Roche as well. That's In Your Dream, winning the fight solo, killing the Undying, buying the Silver Edge or the Shadow Blade. They didn't know about it. They went for a chase. That is why he didn't want to TP out when he popped the BKB. Without the Undying, they know that they'll be able to get on top of the sniper at some point. And in fact, they did. They lost 2 heroes for it, but that's only the supports. You don't really care about it. And with the Roche, Army Geniuses completely back. They expected them to know about it, so they in the end went just for the tower. I like this. And they knew where they want to take fights, but never on the enemy high ground. In the river, yes, that's why they chased for Armel. But going up the high ground, that was a big no-no.
KP, do they get the kickback? Potentially baiting his life. They're going to try and bring down with the Death Prophet. He's a pretty beefy man as KP will just survive on a slither of health, and now all chaos breaks out. As In Your Dream, stuck inside the arena, trying to man fight, but they're not onto the sniper. This is a big issue as Armel just gets the spear before the walls fall down. Well, deal with the first life, as might give some time for Army Geniuses to address the Tombstone issue, but can you keep the Shadow Fiend alive for round 2? A Glimmer Cape force away, but look at it down! Kick into the middle, and they'll blow up Gabby. And now they can turn it back around. Charging down KP off to the left side. They won't be able to close the distance, because meanwhile, back in the middle, in your dream, going man on man against DJ. Yoe's even going to kick the Undying up to the higher ground. But the man of the hour is Yoe. What a beautiful fight from the toss. That scepter to put Gab for their playhouse, whatever they would like to do.
They saw Sniper in the mid, so they finished this one off. They know without him, Fnatic are not going to fight. Big problem for Fnatic. They don't have an BKB.
Armel gets the jump. The counter initiation's going to be there, but they want to try and target down with the Razor off to the left side. They should be able to get the kill. Can they get any more, though? A pretty heavy investment out of Fnatic. Looks like DB will be the only casualty of war. Get all the lanes shoved out as best as they can. Move inside the enemy's jungle as well to try and drop some wards. They do scout out CML. They might look for the jump through the CML. Alright, very awkward there with the jetpack. Should be a pretty free kill for Fnatic to find. Top lane though, Sniper. Oh, he should be another free kill as well. Shots from afar, gets some distance with a grenade. Needs to have his juking shoes on if he's going to be able to survive, but he won't be able to. And then in your dream as well. Requiem's done a lot of damage onto KP. Do they actually want to try and take the fight? BKB is going to be utilized in your dream, just pummeling it to the death prophet. No hope of staying alive. And now DJ as well is going to go down. The kick is there, fast enough from the Tusk. Unstoppable streak now from In Your Dream. But just with what he's been able to do with it across the map, lanes was a big issue for them for the first like 25 minutes. And the fact that he's always just been kind of using the flare, Armel. Can we get the jump in? Snowball the right timing though, and they're going to kick it with the instant hex. Oh my, Army geniuses, they can look for more now. Yoe's got the blink up in a couple of seconds. Fnatic, can they take the team fight? Can they turn this one back around? They need to set up a blockade to protect Gabby. Snowball into the middle, kick back, and now Gabby is in a compromised position. They'll send him packing. In Your Dreams got the damage working, and there's nothing Fnatic can do. Multiple members put in the grave. A buyback on Armel, but it's going to be sent to the morgue for the last time this game. And KP and the rest of the Fnatic members will join them as well. A 5-man wipe to close the game and close out this series as Army geniuses. My God, what a game.
Oh man, they played so well, and I like the point that you brought out of the Clockwork. They didn't manage to play that fast-paced game in the start when we talked about they needed, but the Clockwork with an axe kept the lanes pushed out, and it all came down to this. When you were losing the early game, but you managed to persist. That you got your key items, the BKBs, the axe on the Tusk, and everything changed when Army Geniuses finally had a spell with which when you initiate your